I have been a registered Democrat since Donald Trump got on the ballot. Prior to that, I was an independent, but I always voted Democrat, generally. But I am trying very hard to be post-partisan, post-political party. We need to move on from this two-party system. It's not serving anybody, okay? And if I could help New Hampshire as a Democrat, I would do it. If I could help as a Republican, I would do it. If I could help as a Libertarian or a Green Party or as an independent, I would do it, because I do not care about the parties, and neither should you, because they are not serving you at all, okay? I mean, I will say, around the edges, some things change. I'm very grateful for Obamacare. I'm very grateful for many things the Democrats have done. But ultimately, they are there and they are going to maintain the status quo. They are not going to change anything. And here's the thing about demographics and demographic changes. They happen slowly, and then all of a sudden you're in a very bad situation. Look at Greece, look at Italy, look at Japan. They have entire villages with no children, okay? What a sad, sad reality, okay? And we need to hold the politicians accountable for the way that our state is evolving and the way that it's going to evolve. Because here's the reality. Change is going to come for your downtown or your town or your city, no matter what you do, okay? As much as I love puppies, they have to grow up to be dogs. As much as I loved my son as a baby, he had to grow up. That's just a reality. If your town or your city is not growing, it is going to be dying, okay? Young people are fleeing this state in droves, and it's a simple fact. They can't afford the houses to live here. Okay, it's not rocket science, but the fact is, ignore it, ignore these issues, and you will be the ones that suffer. Because here's what's going to happen. Someday you're going to be in a retirement home, and you're going to be pressing this little button asking for help in your room, and no one will come. Because there will be no people, because your generation did not build the houses for the nurses and the EMTs and the LNAs that you're going to need. So I'm just asking you to look after yourself, look after your own future, and look beyond partisan politics and look beyond what our current politicians say is possible, because they lack the imagination to have the ideas to fix the world. And this is why I'm running for governor now. I was on town council. I've run a number of councils in Newmarket. And many people would say, you should be state rep for several years, you should run for Senate, you should run for executive council. And I'll tell you what happens with people that stay in the political machine for 10 or 20 years, as are my opponents. They get it into their head that the only way to change things is very slow and incrementally, and that change itself is practically impossible. And that gets so ingrained in them that they give up even trying to fix problems. You know, they'll do a little bit around the edges here and there, but they are unable or unwilling to see the systemic issues from outside, as I am, okay? They cannot see it. And to go back to something I said earlier, we cannot continue to elect rich people to positions of power and assume that they're going to fix things for the middle and working class. They won't, because they do not understand us, because they are not us, and they do not spend time with us, okay? They are in their upper stratosphere. They are political elites, okay? They are the elite, and they do not care about you because they do not spend time with you or understand you. And that is why I am different. I would be the poorest governor in New Hampshire for at least 100 years, okay? I would probably be the poorest governor in the United States, and I wear that badge proudly because I'm not a greedy person. I do not care about money. I don't. And to be honest with you, when I first had these ideas and realized the systemic issues in the state, I realized I had no choice but to run for governor if I'm going to stay here. And I'm going to go and I'm going to run and I'm going to get these ideas out there. And if I am defeated, so be it. But no one will be able to say that I did not try to fix this system. Okay? No one will be able to say that. And it's so important that people, you know, if you don't take anything else away from this, just understand that someone is trying to fight for you. Please help me do that by voting for me in September.